9 terrible foods that make your farts smell awful. Hey everyone, it's Dr. Mike here. Today we're diving into a stinky subject that no one likes to talk about but everyone experiences farts. Specifically, we're going to uncover 9 foods that can make your farts smell absolutely awful. It's embarrassing, right? Well, the good news is that you can actually control the odor of your farts by making smart choices about what you eat. So, let's break down these 9 foods and, more importantly, why they turn your toots from silent but deadly to weapons of mass olfactory destruction. Let's start with the classic culprit, beans. Beans contain a type of sugar called oligosaccharides. Our bodies have a tough time breaking down these complex sugars. When these oligosaccharides reach your intestines, the bacteria living there get really excited. They see a feast. As they go to town on these sugars, they produce gas as a byproduct. That's why beans are notorious for causing some seriously stinky farts. Next up, we have broccoli, and unfortunately, its close relative, cabbage. Broccoli is a nutritional powerhouse packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But it also contains sulfur compounds. And when these compounds break down in your gut, they can create that distinctive rotten egg smell. So while broccoli is great for your health, just be aware that it might lead to some not-so-great smells emanating from your nether regions. Now, cabbage deserves its own section because it's a repeat offender when it comes to smelly farts. Like its cousin broccoli, cabbage also contains those pesky sulfur compounds that can wreak havoc on your social life. Cabbage is particularly high in a type of fiber called raffinose. It's a double whammy of stinkiness. Chapter 4: Dairy, a delicious dilemma. Let's move on to dairy products, which can be a source of discomfort for many people. And you guessed it, smelly farts. The main culprit here is lactose, a sugar found in milk and other dairy products. When you're lactose intolerant and you consume dairy, the undigested lactose hangs out in your gut, where it ferments and produces gas. So if you notice that you experience these symptoms after consuming dairy, you might want to talk to your doctor about lactose intolerance. Chapter 5. Eggs, not just for breakfast stink bombs. Eggs are a fantastic source of protein and other nutrients, but they can also be a sneaky source of smelly farts. This is because eggs contain sulfur-rich proteins, and as we've already established, sulfur equals stink. But if you notice that your farts become particularly pungent after an omelet or a scramble, you might want to cut back on the eggs and see if it makes a difference. Chapter 6. Onions, making you cry and toot. Onions, those flavorful culinary staples, can also be the root cause of some embarrassing bodily functions. Onions contain a type of carbohydrate called fructans, which are chains of fructose molecules. As they break down these fructans, they produce gas, leading to bloating, discomfort, and yes, those dreaded smelly farts. Chapter 7. Garlic, the vampire repellent and fart fuel. Garlic, like its cousin onion, is a delicious and aromatic addition to countless dishes. But it's also another sulfur-rich food that can lead to some less than desirable side effects. So, while garlic is touted for its potential health benefits, just be aware that it might come with a price, especially if you're sensitive to its sulfur compounds. Chapter 8. Carbonated drinks, fizzy drinks, not-so-fizzy farts. Now let's talk about beverages, specifically carbonated drinks. When you drink a soda or other carbonated beverage, you're essentially swallowing a whole lot of air along with it. As the air makes its way through your intestines, it can cause bloating and gas. Chapter 9. Fried foods, delicious but dangerous. Last but not least, we have fried foods. Fried foods are notoriously difficult to digest. This slow digestion can lead to food sitting in your gut for extended periods, giving those gas-producing bacteria plenty of time to do their thing. So, while a plate of fries or a fried chicken sandwich might be tempting, just remember that your gut and your nose might pay the price later. Outrow, keep it clean and odor-free. There you have it, folks. If you want to keep your farts from clearing the room, you might want to think twice before eating these foods. By making smart choices about what you eat, you can definitely influence the frequency and, more importantly, the odor of your flatulence. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more health tips from Dr. Mike.